Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Luke and I do perfume reviews. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and please go ahead and give this video a like, post a comment. I read all your comments and I always respond. Today I thought I would talk you through my entire Dior perfume collection. I've got 5 of them that I'm using at the moment, and I'll also show you 3 more that I recently used up. First of all, we've got Dior Dune, a 1991 release. It was created by 3 different perfumers. One of them was Dominique Ropion, if I remember correctly. And word has it that Dior wanted to create something completely different, a fragrance that would smell solar and aquatic. Dune is a magical scent. It moves something within me when I smell it. It triggers a memory, a feeling, something melancholic and nostalgic that just defies description. It's very ambery and woody, yet so fresh, airy and breezy at the same time. It does smell a bit like aftershave. I would classify it as unisex. It perplexes me and confuses me at the same time. Despite having lots of notes, it's very smooth and well blended. It's perfect for the summer because it smells like an ocean breeze. And it's also great for the winter because it's warm, balsamic and ambery. It's also a bit dusty and powdery. It has stood the test of time, and even though the longevity could be much better, Dune has a certain je ne sais quoi to it. There is something so beautiful in this scent. I could go on, but we have to move on, otherwise this will be a 20-minute video. Next up, I've got Hypnotic Poison. Hypnotic Poison, we all know what it smells like. I'm getting salted caramel, roasted bitter almonds, delicious vanilla, a hint of spice, maybe just a tiny bit of florals, but it's mainly an almond vanilla scent. And although it gets classified as gourmand, it's not a gourmand perfume by definition. This is nowhere near things like Xerjoff Italica. So Hypnotic Poison has been around for many years and it's a cult classic from the late 90s. I think it might be one of the most popular fragrances of all time. It's also one of my favorites. I went through bottles and bottles. I get sick of it sometimes, but I always end up missing the scent and I end up repurchasing a small bottle like this one, just for nostalgia's sake. Moving on, we've got another oldie but a goodie, Dior Addict from 2002. This is another cult classic that has been reformulated, but I believe that this version is still quite good. It's not as strong as the 2002 version, but the juice gets darker and stronger with time. I've had this particular version for around a year and it performs very well. The scent is the same as my old bottle that I used up. It's a rich, creamy vanilla with white florals, mainly jasmine and orange blossom, I would say. The vanilla in here is bourbon vanilla and it's divine. It's rich, deep, it's full-bodied. I simply adore this scent. It smells luxurious and expensive, although to me it smells quite modern and classic at the same time. It's definitely not a mature scent. Some people describe this as a mature scent. I don't find this to be old-fashioned or vintage smelling at all. It's modern and sweet, but in a classic way. I'm not sure whether or not I would repurchase this when it's gone. I've gone through 2 100ml bottles so far, and this is another 50ml. Next up, we've got J'adore le Or, which is a flanker of the original J'adore from 1999. This one came out in 2010, but this particular bottle is the 2017 version. It has been reformulated, but it still smells amazing. I've talked about this on my channel before. It's an essence de parfum. It's very concentrated, very potent. It smells luxurious and expensive, like a true French perfume. It's floral vanilla scent. You get tuberose, jasmine, rose, and vanilla. The jasmine and the rose are from Grasse, which is the perfume capital of the world. Dior has their own plantations there. This scent is of a voluptuous white and yellow floral. It's creamy, sunny, just a touch exotic, and it does smell like $1 million. It's like liquid gold. It's sophisticated, refined, expensive smelling. It's by far one of the best perfumes from the house of Dior, in my opinion. On me, it lasts all day. The sillage is very good. The performance is amazing. You don't need more than 3 or 4 sprays of this. Moving on onto the Miss Dior range. Modern Miss Dior came out in 2005. It was called Miss Dior Cherie. I did use up a bottle of Miss Dior Cherie, and I think I also included it in one of my YouTube videos. The next one I own is the 2017 version of Miss Dior, and that's the one I'll talk about. This is a beautiful citrusy floral patchouli scent. You get bitter orange, rose, lots of woody patchouli. This is a sweet, modern smelling scent. This version is unfortunately discontinued, but I did manage to procure this 100ml bottle that should last me a couple of years. I also recommend the 2021 version which has the same DNA but is much sweeter because of the added vanilla and tonka bean. Many people don't like it, but I think it's a solid perfume. Both of these are. If you can find this one, the 2017, I recommend it over the 2021. I'll go through my samples of other Dior fragrances that I don't like, but I happen to own samples of. So this is the classic J'adore from 1999. And this is a fruity floral. It has melon, jasmine. It's a very nice fragrance, but it's too soapy and just too shampooey for my taste. It smells nothing like the J'adore that I mentioned before. I don't really like it. Another one, Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. This is I think from 2017. This is a simple musky peony scent. I find it very nice, but it doesn't really last on me, so I won't be getting a full bottle of it. It's very overpriced for what it is, but please don't be offended. Many people like this one. It's a solid fragrance. It might last on you, it just doesn't last on me. Now I have to talk about classic Poison. I've got 2 more Poisons. I used up a bottle of Poison 2 years ago. It used to be one of my favourite perfumes at that time. And it's your typical 80s spicy, ambery floral with lots of tuberose, plum, honey, or popanax. Poison is a cult classic from the 1980s. I sort of want to bring it back into my collection because I haven't owned it in, I think, 2 years. And if I see a bottle for a good price, I think I'll snatch it. I would show you the bottle, but I think I threw it away. The empty bottle, of course. I didn't throw away perfume. I would never do that. Another Poison that is gorgeous, and I have to talk about, is Pure Poison. This is a white floral. It's clean, but sexy at the same time. I do recommend it if you can find an older bottle. The new formula is very watered down and it lasts, honestly, worse than a body spray. I won't be repurchasing this one because it's a waste of money. Keep in mind that this is just my opinion, my experience. It might last great on you. This is going to be a long video. Another one that I want to talk about is Dolce Vita from 1994. And my bottle is unfortunately empty. I used it up. I absolutely adored the scent, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing for now, just because I've got so many other spicy ambery scents and so many other perfumes from the 90s that smell similar to this. Dolce Vita is just a beautiful peach mixed with cinnamon, vanilla and woody notes. It's very woody. Rumour has it that this and Féminité du Bois from Shiseido, now sold by Serge Lutens, were initially created as the same fragrance by the same perfumer. Dolce Vita is fruity, woody, spicy. This particular bottle is vintage, so the performance was absolutely incredible. The newer version that I tested was like a watered down version of this. It was much less rich, much less luxurious, less rich. It was fresher and it was not as spicy as this one. If I come across a reasonably priced vintage bottle, I might pick it up. I've also got a couple of honourable mentions. From the men's range, I really like Dior Homme Intense, which is a very nice powdery iris scent with just a hint of woodiness in the dry down. It's beautiful. I'm planning on getting a 50ml bottle when I happen to see one for a good price. I also really like Fahrenheit, another classic from the 1980s. It's just a stunning masculine powerhouse perfume that smells very leathery, spicy, woody. There are also some florals and some aldehydes. Some people claim that it smells like gasoline. I disagree. I think it smells amazing. I don't find it to be overly dated. I wouldn't buy it and wear it myself just because I don't do well with leather in perfumes. That's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.